Well, today's all about cauliflower. I've had a couple of requests for cauliflower pizza crust because a couple of people have had a little bit of not so great experiences with the cauliflower. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And I don't need to boil it, and I don't need to squeeze the water out of it. Just use cauliflower, just like this, just like that. And grate it. Wash it and grate it. And when you're done, it's gonna look just like that. Please don't go through all of those steps. I want to save you some time. And I want you to really enjoy this pizza crust because it's just delicious. So, I have 3 cups. Grated cauliflower. 2 eggs. Beat them. Beat them. Michael Jackson made a song. Beat it. Yeah, beat it. 2 cups of old cheddar cheese. Don't use mozzarella. Old cheddar cheese. Another thing I do in here is I have garlic and onion. Now, a lot of people can just have a regular cauliflower crust, but I like to add flavor in mine. Something else that I like to add that I forgot, excuse me for a minute while I walk away from the camera, is some Parmesan cheese. You need a little bit of Parmesan cheese. There's always something I end up forgetting a little bit. I'd say only about a 1/3 cup. That should be plenty good. So really, that's all you need. Just showing you what the cauliflower looks like. This is for the crust. It's the easiest amount of ingredients you could ever possibly imagine. And it's so delicious. So delicious. So turn your frying pan on. Don't put anything in this pan. The only thing you want to put in there is your cauliflower. So this is 3 cups, folks. 3 cups of cauliflower. Just empty it all in there. You're going to reuse this bowl again anyway to mix it all up before you put it on your pan. So just set it aside for a minute. So I know you already know this, that I'm all about the high heat. Well, I got it on high heat again, but don't worry. You don't want to brown it. You don't want to burn it. You don't want to cook it. You don't want to add anything to this pan. What you want to do is you want to dry it out. So the whole point is to take the moisture out. And that's what you want to do. So it's okay to do that. You're going to hear it sizzle and mix it up a little bit. In the meantime, while that frying pan's going a little bit, I take that garlic and that onion, because I want to flavor my crust, because that's what's going to make it yummy. You know, you can make a pizza sauce or you can make a white sauce. Maybe I'll have to do a show and show you how I make my pizza sauce without sugar in it. Okay, I'm going to make a noise. It's just going to only be for a second. Listen, you want to make this really fine. So take a knife, scoop around the edges of your little mixer. Oh, I want it to be really fine. I love my little Black & Decker. This little chopper is just so awesome. And it does do a great job. I just want to show you the consistency of it. So you don't need chunks in your crust, but you still want it to be flavorful. The whole point is to get rid of all of the liquid. See? That's what it looks like finely chopped. Add it in here. You're adding flavor to your crust. There's nothing wrong with that. This is a one-pan deal in here. There. Hear it? That's all the moisture coming out of it already. That's what you want it to do. You want all the moisture to come out of this. Just makes it so delicious. Good idea to turn your oven on now. Turn your oven on to like 365 ought to be good. 365 is a good. You're cooking your crust. You're getting it prepared for when you put stuff on it. Listen, if you wanted to make 4 of these ahead of time and freeze them in between parchment paper, you could completely do that and put them in the freezer so they'll be ready for you when you want them. I hear somebody's celebrating with fireworks out there. I don't know if you can hear it. I can't see them, but they're celebrating. It is Easter after all. See all that moisture? Can you see all the steam? That's what you want to come out of this cauliflower. People boil it and then they use cheesecloth and they strain the liquid out of it. Please don't waste your time to do that. I mean, there's no reason. This works. Throw it in here dry, let all that steam come out of it. And it is perfect this way. Spices, Italiano. My beautiful oregano from Maverick Mart. I don't think they're open yet though, but oregano, you'd like some of that. And I showed you your cheese already. So now what we can do while we're waiting for that cauliflower is we can just put the egg in here. We can prepare all of this stuff. We can put that cheese in there. We can put some of that oregano in there. That's going to make it yummy. And some of this Italian seasoning. There's no sugar or anything in here. It's just going to make it so tasty. So don't even worry about it. Go ahead and dump all your cheese in there. Put it all in. And all of those steps are done. Now the only thing we're waiting for is for this cauliflower. And what's really important when you're cooking it is you don't want it to brown. You just want to get rid of all the moisture. See it all coming out of there? That's the most important thing that you want to do. In order for this to work, that is the trick. Listen, you can make different variations of spices in your pizza dough if you want. But this is what I like to do. And while it's doing that, pizza pan or a cookie sheet. They both work just the same. Parchment paper, easy to cook on, no fuss muss, quick, quick, quick. And it'll come right off of there just beautifully. I let it cool on there and then I just do my pizza on there and just leave it in there and it works out just fine. Woo! Look at all of that. Whoa! You could actually smell the garlic. Whoa! And the onion. You know, Debbie Browse, I am dedicating this one to you today. You little missy in Africa, I'm going to have to say, you wanted to see it, so I'm going to show it to you. Plus a couple of other people apparently that have tried to do it and they boiled it and they said their crust didn't turn out that great. So I was like, I want to be on a mission for you. So this is me on a mission for you. All you pizza crust lovers who can't have all the flour, all the processed stuff that goes into it. This is just whole, clean eating keto style gone here. It's perfect. So I would say that this is doing pretty good. I can turn this heat down a little bit now because I'm thinking the moisture's coming out of there. It's looking pretty nice. Now what's really important after you've cooked it, because you don't want your egg and your cheese to melt. As soon as you've done letting all of that steam off there, just turn your burner off and let it sit there for, it only takes about 10 minutes for it to cool. But you've put everything in your thing, in your bowl, all of the ingredients that I had in there. There was 2 cups of cheese. There was 2 tablespoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, a 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese, and 2 eggs. Okay, that's what was in here. Now, we're just going to let this sit for 10 minutes. We're going to let the rest of the steam come out of there. We're going to let it cool down and take it off the heat because we don't need the heat on anymore. And we're going to, with the magic of time, we're going to let that cool for like 10 minutes. That's all we need, okay? Just 10 minutes. So in a quick little switch, I'll see you back in a second. You remember that dude from the Muppet Show? I love him. He's awesome. I think he imprinted on me somehow. Like that. So folks, it's cool. I so love him so much. He was so much fun to watch. Call him a little bit of inspiration, I guess. Listen, that's it. Cool down. All the steam's gone. Chuck it in the pan. Chuck it in the pan. It's okay if it's still a little bit warm. Don't worry. As long as it's not piping hot, that it's making everything cook in there. That's what you don't want it to do. So you mix it all up. And it doesn't look like your traditional dough, but don't be scared. It's okay. You don't have to be scared. It's not supposed to look like your traditional dough. This is clean eating keto style. Now, just make sure you incorporate everything because you need to incorporate it in order for it to make a really good dough. So, excuse me, because I'm going to be back in 1 second. I'm just going to wash my hands because I'm going to play with the dough. Get to mold it and play with it. It's kind of like putty. Sorry when I have to walk away, but it's really important to wash my hands. I'm about to have a little bit of fun sculpture in my pizza dough. Okay. So, that's what it looks like. Nothing traditional looking about that right there. Like, look at this. That, people would think, what the heck? But trust me, it will work. So just take it all, plop it right on there. I mean, look. This is like, oh, falls apart everywhere. Don't worry. Really, don't panic about it. Just play with it a little bit. Feel it up. Mold it. Anyway. Oh, God, that was hilarious, you guys. Anyway, look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. I mean, watch what I do. This is how non-traditional it is. You can, but watch. Just press it. And it molds itself together. Little pieces will stick to your hand. Don't worry if it makes little holes. It's okay. It's supposed to be like that. Just go around the edges. Make them all circular like your pizza crust as if you were having a dough. It's kind of a little more fun anyway because it's not like you're playing with a rolling pin. Don't be scared about how thin you get it. You can have it thick, you can have it thin. I like a little bit thin. I really enjoy the thin pizza crust. It's just yummy. And it holds it so beautifully anyway. You know, just keep in mind you're making a pizza dough when you're pressing it out. You can make this on a cookie sheet too, remember? You know, the fun part about this is, like I say, is you can make 4 little pizzas if you wanted to. And then you could have a little bit of fun and have a little pizza party with the kids. And they can do all their own little decorating and have a little homeschool cooking class if you wanted to have one. How fun would that be? You could mix this up and have 4 little pans and get them just to have fun playing with it and pressing out this dough themselves. It seems like it's a little bit wet, you guys. It's going to seem like, how in the heck is that going to make pizza crust? But I'm telling you, it will. And you're going to be amazed at how delicious this is. Listen, I fed this to my sons a couple of times. They had not even a clue that this was not a pizza dough. Not a clue. These boys, boy, I didn't tell them until after they ate it and they couldn't believe it. So, 1 second while I rinse my hands off because I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you what it looks like. 1 minute. Playing with that crust. It's a little bit of fun. Kind of reminds me of Play-Doh. That's why I think the kids will like it a lot. I'm going to show you. Look at that. Look at how amazing that looks. You know, and when I tell you to go ahead and do it, go ahead and do this around the edges. And if you feel it's a little off, round them up a little bit. Right? Look at that. Believe it or not, this is going to make a beautiful pizza crust. And after you try it, you will not change your mind. I'm telling you. Put this in your oven. Oven's on 365. Plunk it on in here. I'd say for a good 15 minutes. Put it in there for a good 15 minutes. And look at it. It's not going to be like outrageously burnt or anything. You're preparing this and you're going to let it cool. And then you're going to be able to put everything on top of it and put it right back in the oven and cook it. And it's not going to come out burnt. I can promise you that. So, we're going to do the magic time again here. I'm going to do it in, what did I say? 15 minutes. And then we're going to pull out that pizza and you're going to see exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. Folks, it's ready. Click time, just like that. Watch this. I'm telling you, I'm going to make believers out of you yet. Look at that. Look at this amazing, amazing pizza crust. Tell me, that will not fall apart. Let it cool. Have it for tomorrow night. Put pizza sauce on that. Put all your favorite toppings and whatever kind of cheese. I like goat cheese and cherry tomatoes and bacon and hamburger. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to show you guys this. This pizza dough is just so amazing. Look at it. This is pizza. It comes right off of there. This is clean eating. Keto style. Pamela's Delights. Pizza crust. And if any of you have, what do they call that? Gluten intolerance or something like that? This is the way to go. This will never hurt your tummy. Be so delicious. I promise you. Nobody is going to know the difference between this or a pizza crust. And they might even say it tastes yummier. So there you go. Pizza crust debs as delivered to you. Freeze them. Pull them out when you want to make them, folks. Make 4 little tiny ones. Let the kids have fun molding their own pizzas and putting their own toppings on them. Homeschooling 101 for cooking. Great idea. Anyway, it's really happy to share with you guys. This is Pamela's pizza crust from Pamela's Delights, keto style. Happy Easter, everyone. I think I'm going to do a strawberry cake tomorrow for everybody. Anyway, Debs, love you. Love all of you. Enjoy. Hope you try it. You'll never look back.